Have you ever heard the idea that UFOs are actually us from the future? That we could be coming back in time to maybe see where it all went wrong or see how it all started? Or maybe it's like a field trip full of students just coming back to see how prehistoric people behaved back in 2021. How would that be possible for a machine to go back in time? What is technology? What are we exactly doing with technology? Where are we going? Since the invention of fire, since the rolling of the wheel, all of these things that we see around us now were implied with that first gesture, with those first moments of us innovating. We rolled the wheel all the way down the hill of time, where it has now turned itself into Teslas and computers and all things, virtual reality. So, where is the ending goal? What is the concluding point of technology? Where are we being guided towards? Terence McKenna used to have this idea that there is an object waiting for us at the end of history. That this dense technological mystery is attracting all of us towards it. It's attracting time towards it. It's pulling us towards it. And that inside of us, like an antenna, we are being pulled towards it to manifest it into this world. Maybe that's why we exist. Maybe we are like little cocoons. We are little caterpillars building a cocoon for the UFO. We are little technological caterpillars that are right now gathering all this stuff. We're building the internet. We're building this. We're building that. And then at the end of history, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together into this transcendental machine, this transcendental object. It's the alchemist. It's the dream of all alchemists to have the philosopher's stone, the key to immortality, the elixir of life. And through the alchemy of technology, one day we will build this unidentified object. I mean, technology developers are kind of alchemists in a way, if you think. You know, mixing the minerals of Earth to make little screens of information. I mean, imagine taking this back 200 years ago. Google, they would be like, what the fuck? It's the philosopher's stone. So, for me, enlightenment, the realization of God consciousness, is the destination of our purpose. It's what the human being is waiting to realize. It's what we're going through all of this for. We're going through all of this drama to awaken. You know, it's like you have to go through some shit sometimes to really discover who you are. So that's what we are doing. As a soul, as a collective soul, we are here to awaken. And we are bringing these ideas from a different dimension into this one. And we call it technology. And this technology will eventually lead us back to that God state of pure potential, where we can travel back in time, where anything we want is realized in the moment. Virtual reality, all these things are just the start of this. And it's all happened in such a short period of time. I mean, you think about the last 50 years and how exponential technology has been. It's just going to keep getting more exponential. I mean, think about what will be in 1,000 years from now. We will be living, swimming through the infinite worlds that the machines will be able to create. We will be able to create virtual worlds through the machines. We do. We already have. So, we will be able to replicate this world, definitely, but also infinite mathematical worlds where we can replicate alien evolution, where we can replicate anything. We will be God. We will be able to create anything. Unimaginable worlds that are so alien to this one that we're in now will be able to blast themselves into existence just like the Big Bang. Imagine a computer turning on, and then all of a sudden all this information is blasted on. The electricity turns all this information on. A universe exists. That's what happened with the Big Bang. We are the information of that blast being realized. And we are going to go back to where we came from. Enlightenment, samadhi, the state of pure potential, the state of oneness where all things are happening simultaneously, the place of transcendence, where you're outside of time. Because if you're outside of time, then you can just, it's here, it's all there, you know? It's like being in like an editing program of a video. You just kind of drag the timeline back or forward and you actually just see it all at once. So, this is where we're headed, I think. This is what the UFO is. And, you know, maybe people tend to have these maybe it is people from the future, or maybe it's people tapping in to a part of themselves that is beyond time. They're tapping into this collectivized realization of where we are headed. So they have this vision, this awakening of some super technology. Maybe they're having releases of chemicals in their brains that are allowing them to jump into a different dimension, like DMT or something. And in this dimension, they are able to perceive things that we can't see when we're blinded by human stuff. So, what is the UFO? Is it this unrealized object waiting for us at the end of history? Is it beings from a different planet? It could be an archetype, you know, like Jung. Jung said that humans, under certain contexts, will have the same visions. This is just an alternate perspective of what the UFO could be if you're bored with the idea that they're from Mars or that they're from the Pleiades. This is actually a Terence McKenna idea, is that there's this object waiting for us. And it's super interesting to me and super fascinating because it is curious, like, what are we doing? Where are we headed? And it seems like this realizing of God awareness is going to come to us through the form of a machine or something external, because that's what we are. We're symbolic creatures. We tried going inward and realizing these enlightened states through meditation and stuff like that, and it's going to get bred out. Even India and these cultures that have such deep histories and traditions and methods of reaching these states through the body, they're losing that knowledge. Not very many people are living that lifestyle. And it's hard to be a yogi in isolation and fasting and doing intense tantra. It's not easy to do that lifestyle, because who's going to cook? Who's going to clean? Who's going to build the roads? So it makes sense that it's going to manifest through a physical way. So anyways, yeah, that's just a little idea that I thought was it's fun to think about, and it's fun to talk about this. And, you know, you can actually even think about technology being like an interdimensional parasite that's using our desire for innovation, our desire for flashing bright lights and all of this stuff. It knows how to manipulate the human. So it's like this little parasitic entity from some other realm, some other dimension, and it's using us to bring itself, to build itself into this world. It's like that little parasite that will get inside the brain of the grasshopper and control it. Maybe that's what's happening also. But whatever it is, technology at the end of the day is a mystery. Human beings are a mystery. Whatever humans are is a lot crazier than whatever we are pretending to be. So it's all good at the end of the day. My name is Dakota. This is my YouTube channel. Make sure to click subscribe. Turn on that notification bell for me, please. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Dakota Wint. Follow me on TikTok, Dakota of Earth. And yeah, it's your boy, and I'm out.